Hello everybody, welcome to Immediate Meteorology. In this video, I will be talking about this weekend's forecast, aka today, April 11th, through tomorrow, and some of Monday. First, we're going to go ahead and jump right in and start with our temperature anomalies. So, this was yesterday's cool down. This was you can see that the dark purple area, that's where it was like very, very cool. You can see it stretched most of the United States. You could see deep in South Florida, that was still very hot, and same with the West Coast, actually. This is just an upcoming cool down I wanted to briefly say about. This is going to be from Friday the 17th through Thursday the 23rd. So a pretty long cool down, if I do say so myself. And you can see that still Florida and the West Coast is hot, and the West Coast is heating up even more. So we're going to look out for that. And now this is just the average temperature for the month of April. You can see that a lot of it is above normal, but not too much. You could see it stretching from parts of Utah and Colorado, basically all of New Mexico, Texas, and stretching all the way up to Maine and Minnesota. So they've had a bit of above normal temperature, especially for the north areas, for what they usually have. But this is just a little thing I wanted to talk about temperature-wise. So here, this is when the storms are they're starting, like, during this making of this video, the storms are currently developing, and soon they will be moving in. So you can see here that a lot of the hot temperatures is down by the south near the Gulf of Mexico, stretching all the way up to the borders of Tennessee, Arkansas, even all the way up to New Jersey. But you can see that's where a lot of the severe weather will be. The warmer it is, the more juice and power the storms will have. This is when the storms, this is Sunday night through Monday. You can see that a lot of the mid-east and mid-Atlantic coast is very, very hot there, because that's when the storms will be moving in around Sunday night through Monday. So now we're going to go ahead and look at our precipitation and storm forecast for this outbreak. So here I'm going to go ahead and zoom in onto day 3, which is going to be actually today. You can see that there's a lot of red and orange. Usually it's only yellows and the greens, but this is very, very bad. This could give huge potential for strong tornadoes for those areas, especially Mississippi, parts of Alabama, Louisiana, and a little bit of Arkansas. Also in the orange area, there is still potential of tornadoes, just not as severe. Maybe a couple EF1s, EF2s, but places in the red area is more of EF3, EF4, probably not an EF5, because those only happen, I don't know, once a couple of years, but the last one was in Moore, Oklahoma. That was a crazy historic outbreak, but so this probably will be a very big outbreak. This will just be in a couple of hours during the making of this video, and it might even be starting by the time this video is uploaded. So if you want, you could go over and check on your radar, look and see how the storms are developing. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on to Sunday through Monday. This is for, like I said, for the previous temperature. It's a lot of the mid-east coast of the Atlantic Ocean and Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and just a little bit of Virginia and Florida. You can see that's when the storms will be moving in. And just to let you know, from the previous one, Red is a risk where it's like you're going to have lots of storms, so much bulk shear, a lot of wind shear. Orange is basically that, just not as severe, but it's still severe. Yellow is just regular thunderstorms, maybe some stronger thunderstorms passing by. Probably not really any supercells. That's not really, I wouldn't say any rotation, but it is possible if there's enough wind, obviously. Dark green is more of it's more of a, I guess you could say, pop-up thunderstorms, and like just randomly they come through and then they're gone in like 15 minutes. And then the light green is just regular little precipitation, maybe some drizzle, not really much. That's just really for, just to say there might be some precipitation, there. But besides that, there's not really any importance to the light green areas. But for Sunday to Monday, where we are right now, you can see that there's the yellow, so that means there could be some small severe thunderstorms, but probably no rotation, or there might be some risk of tornado, but I think there won't really be any tornado or even an outbreak. But I think there could be an outbreak today. So, with that said, let's move on to, this is ending Sunday, so this is ending tomorrow in the morning. This is the precipitation for how much rain has fell for that time. So you can see a lot of Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, some of Alabama. They got a lot of the precipitation, mainly over an inch and over half an inch. But areas like most of Alabama, they got maybe 3.3, 0.2, 0.1. So this is after the storms move out of that area. So you can see where you see those pink areas, that probably has the most, or at the edges of them, I should say, that those areas have the most potential of getting rotation and supercells and possible tornadoes. Places like Jackson, Mississippi, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas, Dallas, Fort Worth, maybe even Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Sorry if I mispronounced that if you live there. This is just the same thing. It was just a little bit of a difference. This is when the storms start to move closer to the Atlantic, but it's just a little bit of a difference. Here you can see this is going to be after everything is over with the storms. You can see it's ending Monday, April 13th, 2020 at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. You can see that the red is covered a lot. Lots of red in Alabama, parts of Georgia, part of South Carolina, North Carolina, a lot of Tennessee, a lot of Mississippi, and then just the little parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. But the pink and purple areas, that's also some rain, but not as much. When you're seeing these blue and green areas, those are the type of areas where you might have a little bit of severe weather, but probably no rotation. But you're going to see the most rotation in those red areas you see here. Now, this is just all the United States after every single raindrop is down from the snowstorms in the south, all that stuff. But you can see that the outer bits of the storm that were left over went up north and caused a lot of rain there with some pink and purple. So, that's the end of the video. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy my content. This is my first video, so stay tuned for the next video after this outbreak, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.